Story 6, Day number 5. The world God created was stunning beyond description, but for all its beauty, it was still quiet and empty. On the morning of the 5th day, the earth was silent except for the soft rustle of the wind in the trees and the gentle lapping of the waves on the shore. No lions roared, no elephants called out in the forest, and not a single frog croaked from the shady pools. There were no barking dogs, no howling coyotes, no crows cawing overhead. No voices echoed across the land, no cheerful shouts of boys, no laughter of little girls. Imagine how still it must have been. But God didn't intend for his world to stay empty and silent. Everything he had done in the previous days, every light in the sky, every stretch of land and sea, was preparation for the filling of the earth with life. Now as the sunlight warmed the fields of flowers, the vast blue sea shimmered, God acted again. Let the waters be filled with living creatures, God said. Let the birds fly high across the sky. So God created great whales and all kinds of living things that swim in the oceans. He also made every type of bird, each unique in its design. When he looked at what he had made, he was pleased. Then he blessed them and said, "Grow and multiply, fill the seas, let the birds spread across the land." What an incredible day that must have been. Don't you wish you could have seen it happen? I know I do. I would have loved to watch as God formed the first goldfish, the first silver salmon, and sent the first great whale gliding through the sea like a mighty ship. Imagine God delighted in creating every single fish. How did he come up with so many different types? The playful porpoise, the small brown trout, the striking blue sailfish, the tiny minnow, the sunfish, the starfish, the swordfish, the cuttlefish, not to mention crabs, shrimp, lobsters, and eels. There are too many to count. But God thought of each one. He designed and created them all in a single day, each different, each made to swim, breathe, and thrive underwater. What an amazing creator! How could we not praise and admire him? But God didn't stop with the creatures of the sea. On that same day, he made the birds as well. His brilliant mind imagined the powerful wings of the eagle, the dazzling feathers of the peacock, the bright colors of the parrot, the singing of the mockingbird, and even the bat with its ability to see in the dark. Can you picture it? Birds of every shape, size, and color lifting off from the earth, flapping and soaring, darting in all directions, alive and full of joy. Listen, the silence is gone at last. The birds are singing. Their songs fill the sky. From high above, the sweet notes of a skylark drift down. In the forest, the nightingale's melody blends with the cheerful chirping of a canary. Sparrows chatter, doves coo. Cuckoos, meadowlarks, killdeer, whippoorwills add their voices to the symphony, praising the one who made them. What beautiful music! And there was evening, and there was morning, the 5th day.
The world was bright, but empty still. No voice, no roar upon the hill. The wind would sigh, the waters played, but silence over all was laid. No laughter rang, no creature stirred, only the quiet earth was heard. But God's love reached out, and the skies grew wide. Christ's voice pushed the silence aside. The seas were filled, the birds took flight, and life was born in the Creator's light. Oh, can you see the ocean's grace and hear the songs that filled the space? porpoise danced through creeks the trout would stride. From silverfish to starfish small, Jesus' voice had gently made them all. The blue sailfish, the tiny eel, each one alive, each heart could feel. As God's love reached out and the skies grew wide, Christ's voice pushed the silence aside. The seas were filled, the birds took flight, and life was born in the Creator's light. Oh, can you see the ocean's grace and hear the songs that fill the space? The eagle soared, the peacock gleamed, the parrot's feathers brightly beamed. The nightingale sang soft and sweet, the air now filled with that audible treat. Oh, every voice from sea to sky lifted in praise rose on high. The air was filled with joyful sound. The sparrows danced upon the ground. The meadowlark, the cooing dove sang songs of wonder, songs of love. And with each note, the world grew bright, a symphony reflecting God's wondrous light. As God's love reached out and the skies grew wide, Christ's voice pushed the silence aside. The seas were filled, the birds took flight, and life was born in the Creator's light. How can you see the ocean's grace and hear the songs that filled the space?